Hey guys, Lugiamaster here, and today I'm doing the first Creepypasta slash grimdark reading of the month. Today I'm going to be reading Twilight's Fate, Lost Episode. So, without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, grab your friends, and let's get into this. Twilight's Fate, Lost Episode. Hello, my name is Imogene Jackson, and I have been a huge fan of MLP for about 3 years, specifically G4. I am currently 10, turning 11 in about a month, and I recently found a DVD from Goodwill. When I found it, it had the episode title written in what looked like blood, saying Twilight's Fate, the True Ending. I immediately bought it, excited and curious. Once I got home, I popped it into the DVD player, and it began to play. It started off with the normal intro, only it was distorted and a bit choppy. I simply just assumed that it was an animation glitch and continued watching the episode. After the intro, it cut to Twilight in her room sobbing hysterically, only it sounded like an actual woman crying. This went on for a solid 5 minutes. I know! I eventually got bored and decided to play a board game with my parents, when suddenly the screen flashed to a new scene. I instantly got into the episode again. It was Applejack and Twilight fighting, and they looked like they were saying cuss words as well, which weren't censored. Twilight suddenly punched Applejack in the face. The screen then cut to black for 5 seconds, and then a scream could be heard, and then 3 gunshots. I wasn't prepared for what was going to pop up on the screen though. It looked like a very realistic looking drawing of AJ, with 3 bullet holes, one on her chest, her head, and her cheek, and her very bloodshot, drunk looking eyes were rolled into their sockets. It then cut to the rest of the main 6, excluding Applejack since she, well, died, attempting to kill Twilight, charging at her with knives and guns, but then Twilight uses her magic to break Rainbow Dash's neck and kill her. I gasped in horror. "This is uncanny!" I shouted at the screen. But what came on next was even more uncanny. The screen was still choppy and distorted, but you could just barely make out Rarity's corpse, lying in a pool of her own blood. And her eyes were completely blank and white, with tears running down her freshly killed body. I vomited. The next scene was of Fluttershy, who had her guts hanging out of her stomach, and her eyes were missing as well. The very last death was Pinkie Pie, who had a gunshot on her forehead, blood still streaming down her face, and her cutie mark was also sliced off. I was disgusted. After those horrid moments, it cut to Twilight crying blood. This went on for about 50 seconds, and once those 50 seconds had passed, it cut to static. But you could just barely hear a scream and then a knife stab. It then cut to the end of the credits, which were very distorted and choppy and blurred. I will never look at MLP the same way. Again. Well, that was not a very good creepypasta. And the writer of this story admits that they were extremely lazy during the making of this, and it really shows. I mean, yes, it's very short, but the amount of details that went into it is like, I don't know, just the dialogue's just not very good. The story itself just it has an interesting premise, I guess, being a lost episode, but an execution, again, lazily done, extremely lazily done. But, that's not to hate on the writer. I'm not sure if this was their first time doing this, or if they just, again, they were really lazy during the making of this, but I don't know if there were some other factors too, but it's not the worst creepypasta that I've read, honestly, though. It's not good, but it's not the worst. Anyway, if you guys liked this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to join the Creeper Cat Army. Click that bell icon for notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload or go live. If you feel like supporting the channel in any way possible, click on my Mercury link down below in the description, and you can feel free to leave a tip there, if you so choose. And with that, I shall see you later, recruits. Peace out.